When we look at a lot of behaviours that people do that underpin some of the illness experiences, sometimes it's really easy to jump to thinking, right, we need to change the behaviour, we need to stop that person from smoking, to cut down the amount they're drinking, help them stop eating. But actually that behaviour is happening in a huge context for every individual. So if we're going to intervene, what we need to do is have a really good understanding of what's going on for them. If we don't consider psychology and we're trying to fix a behaviour without really addressing all those things that underpin the behaviour, then we're kind of creating an extra stress for that person, because we're removing that behaviour from them. Maybe that's their coping strategy, maybe that's something that they go to. We're not offering them an alternative, and it really creates a change that's not sustainable in the long term. When we look at a conventional approach to weight management, what we call a diet, it's really focused on eat less and move more, and that would be super effective if people would do it. So unfortunately what we've got there is a solution that is just not acceptable to many people. It's really hard for them to grit it out, and so it's important here that we think about an individualised approach, and we think about something that the changes that people can make that are sustainable. We've done a few studies looking at how we could help people to lose weight. We've done a couple of systematic reviews to kick things off. So we found from those that emotions are really important as an antecedent, something that might cause people to eat. So people experience a very intense emotion. It could be a pleasant emotion or an unpleasant emotion, and that might kick off something like a food craving. It might make them feel like they want to eat, and the reason for that is either they want to make them that emotion stronger, or it might be that it's an emotion that's very unpleasant for us to sit with, and so we want to change that. We want to regulate it. We want to make that emotion more pleasant. And maybe in the past we've learned that eating is one way that we can do that. So when we're looking at any intervention work, it would be important to look at the full range of those emotions. We've done one study which was an international study, and what we did is very, very simple approach to this, which was just to make people do a daily diary where they logged the most intense emotion they felt when they were craving a food, when they were experiencing a food craving. Now, just by logging their emotion alone, we found that people reported less food craving, less eating in response to the food cravings, and also better well-being across the week. And what we think really happens here is that we bring the emotions into people's awareness, so that there's not that opportunity to eat just automatically in response to the emotion. It gives people that opportunity to make a choice, to think, well, actually I am feeling sad right now, and notice that that's unpleasant for them. That is something they'd like to change, but maybe by helping them to notice that, it helps them start thinking, well, there's lots of options here for how this could be changed. It's not just eating that's on the cards. Maybe I can call someone, maybe I can listen to some music, maybe I can spend some time in the garden, or think of an alternative. So that really goes back to what I was saying earlier, thinking about what's the function of eating for someone, and if the function is kind of fixing an emotion, then thinking about what's the alternative fix that might be out there is going to be really key to helping them with emotional eating.